Hello, hello, and welcome back for more amazingly colossal stupidity in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM, The Long War. And if you watched our last episode, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm referring to, so it really doesn't warrant further mention, I feel. And, if you didn't catch our last episode, maybe do yourself a favor and just assume that I did something profoundly idiotic and then skip that one. Just, maybe gloss right over it the way you would your grandmother's casual racism. Just let it go right on down the road. Besides, I think what happened was clearly the cabbie's fault for not properly maintaining his hack. I mean, if he'd been taking better care of his wheels, that bullet would have never caused that explosion. It just would not have happened. And besides, no one was seriously injured, so I think probably the most important thing for us to do is just never, ever, ever speak of what happened again, and forget the whole affair as quickly as possible. Kind of like we did when Halle Berry ran over all those homeless people a couple years ago. Yep, we're just going to let it slide, just like the judge let that one slide, and we'll do our community service, and none will be the wiser. So to help facilitate clear memories and clean consciences, I think we'll just get to scanning here. And perhaps I can distract you with some new brand of profound idiocy, and you'll forget all about last episode. So, Lindsay Lohan. Hey, a startling success for the Lohanator there. She is now a Psi Shadow. I think that's what she picked up, I believe. Let's take a look. Lindsay All Day Lohan. She does, in fact, have Psi Shadow. Woohoo! That's right. Lindsay's going to be predatoring around. I mean, we've always known that Lindsay Lohan is a sexual predator because, rawr, she's a tiger in the sack. But now we've got actual visual proof that she is a predator because she's got the whole thing going. If she just had a little shoulder-mounted laser cannon and like a death spear to throw, she'd be full-on alien hunting full-time. That'd be pretty sweet. Hopefully she doesn't start collecting severed heads and keeping them in a barracks, because, well, it's going to be competing for space with Amanda Bynes' collection of severed heads, and I don't really think we need that. I think one collection of severed heads is probably more than enough, really. Also, Mel Gibson has the fingers and ears that he keeps stringing up like popcorn at Christmas and hanging everywhere. It's just, I may have to just institute a rule, guys. No more body part trophies in the barracks. Let's just let's put the kibosh on that. Things are getting a little ripe, and the smell from Tara Reid really is bad enough. We don't need to compound the situation, folks. So, maybe just back off on that a bit. Australia wants to give us 2 scientists for 17 thin men. I'm inclined to say no, but my theory is if we send these thin men to Australia, they'll toss them on to Bobby. And I just like the idea of watching them cook slowly, so I'm going to say yes. Now, you have to promise Australia that you'll cook at least one of those thin men and enjoy them with a cool can of Foster's, because, that's the 2 things I know about Australia. Alright, so still scanning here. Oh ho ho, what's this? What's this? What's this? There's aliens everywhere. What's this? What's this? They're setting fire to our hair. Well, pretty sure we can shoot this down. Yep, old Nanook Hafner is on scene, of course. This one, of course, coming in over the icy north, so it's going to be right in Nanook's wheelhouse. He's going to jump in the kayak, head out there with his harpoon, and I have every confidence that he's going to bring this big bastard down for us. Maybe bring us back a nice blubber sandwich. I've never tried whale blubber, but honestly, it just really, people eat it, but it sounds just entirely unappealing. I can't imagine it's good at all. It's blubber. It'd be just like going to the store and find the biggest, fattest steak you could get, just bringing it home, carving all the meat off of it, and then just cooking up the fat and eating it. It's kind of gross. Also, Nanook, a little overachieving there, just went full-on fuck you to the aliens and shoved that harpoon right up their butthole. That's going to cause some severe intestinal bleeding for the aliens, but you know what, Nanook? Honest buddy, I don't mind. Good job. So that's one large UFO we will not have to raid. We don't really kind of need the resources at the moment, so I'm not hugely disappointed at the loss of potential recovered scrap. France. You know what? Just no. I'm just gonna no. 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 Just no. Nope. Alright, so we have more psychic training completing. And Tay Diggs is once again a bitter, miserable failure. Seriously, Tay Diggs, haven't you failed like 35 times in a row? At this point, shouldn't the testing facility just kind of give you a definitive, I'm sorry, sir, you can't try again? I mean, if you failed your driver's test this many times, I don't think they'd let you get behind the wheel, ever, Tay. I mean, they just go, nah, I'm sorry, sir. Clearly you're a danger to yourself and others, and you can't be trusted behind the wheel of a vehicle. So we're just going to give you a permanent no, you can't pass this test. Please stay off the highways and byways of the American transport system. There should be a mental equivalent of that, really, and if it is, then you should also have been awarded that. We have nobody else we want to put in for psychic training. Literally no one. Alright then, so I guess we'll just leave some open slots in the tubes. In the event that somebody levels up, we'll be able to get them in as soon as they recover from their fatigue, and let's get back to scanning. Alright. Oh, Sean Connery's back on duty. Got a new request from Nigeria.
Contact detected.
And an abductor. So we got an abduction mission coming in over, what is this, India? Moose has avalanche missiles. Why does Moose have avalanche missiles and not a laser cannon? Could someone please explain this to me? Alright, well I'm going to fix this because otherwise I will forget. Moose should definitively not have... Yeah, let's just not talk about it. Yet another thing I'm just going to gloss over. Just let's not mention it. Put a laser cannon on Moose. I mean, it's a crime, honestly, that Command even let Moose have a firestorm to begin with. That's just flat out ridiculousness. So let's send, not Carrot, let's send Shotgun up to just annoy these guys. We'll pretend we're shooting Skeet, take a few wild blasts in the sky, and just hope to maybe clip the aliens. Looks like we're not even getting a chance, they just straight up landed. So it's an abduction mission for us then. That's fine. We can handle that. We can even take Lindsay Lohan.
We have multiple reports of new abductions in progress. The locations
Moderate resistance in Mumbai. Man, blowing up that harvest vessel must have really done the aliens some considerable harm if they only have a moderate level of activity here. Think we got him into Hurt Locker, folks, and not the kind that stars Jeremy Renner, because, you know, that was some fearsome shit. This is the bad kind of Hurt Locker, the kind where, you know, like your high school bully used to stick you in after putting you in a double jock lock. That kind of Hurt Locker. I think we will take a sniper. I don't see any compelling reason why not. Mel Gibson actually did some fine work for us in the debacle. I mean, he was not caught in a blast last episode. Mel Gibson was safely parked on the sort of tail tip of the wing of the Sky Ranger in complete and perfect safety. Let's take Amanda Bynes. Yep, we're going to take Amanda Bynes. I was giving Amanda a little grief about the collection of severed heads, and honestly, I'd like to maybe assuage any potentially sore feelings. Amanda can be somewhat sensitive at times, and it's best not to set her off. She has kind of a hair trigger, so, you know, eggshells, tiptoeing, whatnot, I think we'll be perfectly fine just letting Amanda take out her aggressions on our foes. That'll be good. Lindsay Lohan is absolutely going because we need to get Psychic EXP for Lindsay. And is the Vortex armor worth it on Lindsay? It does enhance her speed, which is intriguing. It gives her bonus willpower, which is also good, but her willpower is pretty high to begin with. I'm not entirely sure how... So, you know what? I think we might be better off to just give Lindsay Titan armor. I don't really feel she needs the bonus willpower. I think she'll be fine. We can give that to someone who's maybe psychically endowed but a little slower, like a Kesha, perhaps. If Kesha's available, we might actually take Kesha. It's going to be a scope and a laser sight, of course, to complete Lindsay's kit, because why does Lindsay have a reflex cannon? Man, Lindsay looking to go full-on shotgun. Although, honestly, you know, with the Psi Shadow ability, a reflex cannon may not be a terrible idea. There potential exists there to get Lindsay sort of up close and personal. And now I'm imagining how awesome an Assault Trooper would be if they also had Psi Shadow. That could be real good, actually. Jaden Smith, you're a Psychic Trooper? You're almost leveled up, too. What do you have? You have Mind Fray. That's it. No, you have Mind Fray and Panic. Do we need... Yeah, let's take them both. Why not? We don't normally take Jaden Smith, I think. And you know what? I think Jaden is actually a good candidate for our Vortex armor. Jaden also very speedy, and this will further enhance Jaden's speed. So I think, yeah, I think that's a good fit for Jaden. He also has a considerably lower willpower than Lindsay, so, you know, the bonus will is going to hold Jaden in good stead. Little bit of battle scanner for the Jadester. I think we'll give him our Psi Grenade, which I am eventually going to remember to use one day. I will throw it. I swear I will. I'm not going to throw it. Alright, so that's Jaden. Let's get an assault trooper. And now we don't need to go full-on, complete, over-the-top, crazy insane with our troop selection here. I think we can probably afford to get a couple of our lesser troopers. John Flansburgh, of course, did some fine work for us on our last mission, and Dr. Worm is still sort of desirous of regular garden variety EXP, so we can take him out and get him some kills. That'll be fine. Of course, in case of Berserker, bring breaching ammo. We're going to do that. Walker servos, breaching ammo, and of course an arc thrower for Dr. Worm there. He's locked and loaded, ready to go. Fresh sticks in hand, ready to do a little drumming. What do we want to do for a medic? John Leguizamo if he's available. It's just, that's definitive yes. So let's find the rat. The rat is ready. The rat is ready. And John Rat Leguizamo, you should be in the tube. So you're not going on the mission because you should be in the tube. So we're going to wait and put you in the tube then. Let's take Shia McBeef LaBouffe McBuff here, who, remember folks, this year, 2015, at Wendy's, buff the beef. Anyway, we're gonna take McBeef here. Let's give McBeef Archangel armor because we've got a suit. Since somebody's wearing the Vortex, we might as well take it into battle. I think we'll also give McBeef a plasma rifle because again, we got a spare one. Battle scanners, med kits. Let's get him sorted. McBeef is going to be using some psychic EXP for us, and that should be able to get him enough to level. Let's get him sorted. 3 slots to go, one of which is definitively going to belong to an engineer and a gunner. So I guess that would be 2 of which are going to belong to an engineer and a gunner. Trick here is just going to be deciding who we want to take. You know, we could take Tara Reid instead of Jaden Smith. Tara Reid is, yeah. Sorry, buddy. Jaden, buddy. Sorry. Can't do it. You can't go. It's got to be Tara Reid. She and Lindsay Lohan are locked in an epic struggle to determine who will be the volunteer. And I hate like the Dickens to do it to you, buddy, because you are the physical embodiment of the sun god Ra and the son of a deity and one of the mankind's greatest actors. I mean, one of the finest actors in the history of the world. You sprang from his loins, but still, I must say thee no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get a gunner instead. Who do we want to take? Probably Taylor Lautner or Nicki Minaj, whichever one still needs EXP. I think it's Nicki Minaj. Yeah. So old Nicki Crater Minaj is going to get the call instead. We'll give Nicki a little bit of Titan armor. We're going to give her a Plasma Nova Gun, of course. Be a scope and a laser sight to complete Nicki's kit, and she will be well sorted. Alright, that's got Nicki taken care of. She is well situated, and I'm not just talking about her bum, although that also is well situated. So it's just an engineer, preferably one with some psychic powers. And if... I think she's hurt. Kristen Stewart's in a hospital, right? Yeah, Kristen Stewart's in a hospital for a good long while. I recall her throwing a battle scanner at an enemy on top of a grenade instead of throwing a grenade at them. Now, in her defense, she had just been shot in the head twice. So, I mean, maybe she got her bell rung a little bit. I suppose there's some ground for excusing her behavior, but still, critical error on Kristen's part, and I think she really needs kind of a nice time out in the infirmary to think about what she did. So we're going to take Jennifer Lopez instead. Got the J-Lo. J-Lo also needs both Psychic EXP and regular EXP, so a chance for a twofer there with J-Lo. Took Tay-Tay out recently, and she didn't really impress me much. Sorry, I know that's a Shania Twain song, which pretty much is going to cause Tay-Tay no end of copyright issues. She could always do a cover. Just call it a cover, Tay-Tay. It's a cover. It's an homage to Shania. She was like the groundbreaker. She's the one that set you on the path, right? Right? You're just paying it forward, Tay-Tay. It's a callback to your roots. Anyway, Charlie Hunnam's going on the mission. I like Charlie Hunnam. I like archers. He's going to get a railgun, a couple proximity mines, Illyrium turbos, of course a little bit of EMP pulse in case we run into a mechtoid or a sectopod. That's got us loaded. It has been brought to my attention that I was making fun of Charlie Hunnam's lack of a career, despite the fact that he was on Sons of Anarchy for 6 seasons. I don't watch that show, so, you know, sorry. Like an infant who has yet to detect object permanence and sort of internalize that when you're not looking at something, it's still there, I have yet to internalize the concept of career permanence. If I haven't seen it, it doesn't exist. It's not a part of your career. They tell me Chris Rock had a TV show, but you know what? I'm not buying it. Never seen an episode. It didn't happen.
Alien activity continues to
You put a blanket over my eyes, I also will giggle hysterically if you pull it away very quickly and then say peekaboo. I'm a simple man, easy to please. Also, I fucking hate this map with a burning passion of a million suns. Operation Cursed Sentinel? Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be roundly cursed because it's taking place on this map, which means there'll be like 8,000 enemies and no way at all to potentially assault them without taking horrific and critical casualties.
This is Big Sky. Strike team is
We have actually done this map twice where things didn't turn into an almost immediate and shameful debacle, and it seems like the key on both of those situations was having our engineer pre-destroy some vehicles. So, you know what? I'm gonna go for that again. We're gonna pre-destroy this cop car. One, because, you know, fuck the police, and two, because it can explode while we're standing next to it. And after last episode, let's just say that I've had my fill of exploding cars, thank you. We got a full dose of that shit last time. Let's not go for a sort of an encore performance. Psy Shadow for Lindsay Lohan. Wow, we could do some really stupid shit with Lindsay Lohan if Psy Shadow is just automatic. It doesn't. Wow, you don't even have to trigger it. It just works. That's friggin' brilliant, actually. I really like that. So she's full-on Predator as Lindsay Lohan. Where's our sniper? There she is. All right, Amanda Bynes, if you would fly into the air, please. Ride the wings of Dr. General Mr. Jiggles as he carries you to a psychedelic victory. Or, you know, just tells you should kill your parents, because I'm sure that's the other thing he does. Amanda, you could kill your parents. Kill them. They must burn.
Headed there now.
The voice of Dr. General Mr. Jiggles.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Lindsay all day Lohan, you're just going Overwatch. Dr. Worm. You know what? We blew up that car for a reason, Dr. Worm. Why don't you go take advantage of that? Nikki. Maybe go up to a forward position where you can possibly stick it in someone's kidney. And by it, I mean bullets.
On Overwatch.
McBeef. What to do with McBeef? I mean, clearly we buff the beef because that's what the campaign slogan has told us. Okay. Buff the beef, folks. We buff the beef. And in addition to buffing the beef, we're going to go do a little Psy inspiration here, just for some cheap psychic EXP.
No retreat.
So in this time, instead of buffing the beef, this is the old switcheroo where the beef buffs you. I guess we're in Soviet Russia. In Soviet Russia, you do not buff the beef buffs you. Ah, Yakov Smirnov, what happened to you, sir? We hardly knew you, Yakov. That's not true. We actually knew Yakov Smirnov far longer than anyone should have known Yakov Smirnov. In fact, I'm pretty sure he still performs in Branson, Missouri, which is a strong indictment of Branson, Missouri, and pretty much all the reason you would never need to know why you should never, ever go to Branson, Missouri. Ever. Under any circumstances. You know, I'm actually a little leery about this car, and Jennifer Lopez has an ample supply of grenades, so I think we're going to explode that.
Catch.
I may be being a little overcautious here, considering we haven't even seen an enemy yet. Alternatively, I could have also just had J-Lo throw a battle scanner to try and determine where the enemy is. But I'm comfortable playing this one a little more cautiously. That's fine with me. I'll take my chances. I like the overlapping distortion fields that we're getting from the Lohan on
Heading to that location.
Lohan on read action here. We've got sort of a
Overwatch.
overlap of deadly duo ladies. Can we get her in full cover anywhere? That's no. All right. So if we could advance Lindsay Lohan to full cover, I would do it because her Psy Shadow would still be conserved.
Okay.
Doesn't look like we have an opportunity based on where Lindsay is currently. That's fine. We're still taking sort of a slow turn here. We've got the aces. We're going to slow play this one. We'll see if we can draw the aliens into maybe trying to steal a pot or something and overcommitting. Just like I kind of overcommitted there on the poker references.
Heading there now.
I'm guilty of that. Alright, so Tara Reid, get your battle scanner out. There's got to be something on this map somewhere. If you could find it, that would be, you know, useful.
Eyes in the sky.
More eyes on the ground, actually, since you threw it on the ground. I mean, it doesn't float. Also, it didn't find any enemies. Alright, audio clue. So, I'm told there are floaters somewhere, but I'm not sure I buy the fact that there are floaters. So maybe we should just have J-Lo whip a battle scanner out and see if perhaps she can reveal some of these enemies to us.
Let's have a peek.
Let's indeed have a peek, Jennifer Lopez. Alright, so there we go. We've got some floaters. It looks like 4 floaters. Just regular garden variety floaters out and about in the world. Not even doing anything special. I think we'll go ahead and just start shooting them in the head then. Go ahead, shoot them in the head. See what I did there?
Weapons free.
Yeah, it was totally unintentional, so not clever. Alright, well let's pop the pod. And they're already falling back. Interesting. Pretty sure another one of them is going to die. We're actually going to shoot at one that's furthest away. Probably that guy. And that's 2 kills then for Amanda Bynes.
He's down.
2 more noggins for the collection. Dr. General, Mr. Jiggles, is going to be quite beside himself with joy. Nicki Minaj, will you be able to get a shot if we move you to here?
Heading to that location.
Possibly. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so Nikki actually has pretty good shots. Well, if either one of these hits, it's going to be a dead man, so we'll take it. Fucking Fountain paying the ultimate price. He sacrificed the body on that one. Also, Nikki, I can't help but note that you let me down. I was expecting a kill there, and you did not generate a kill.
Moving out.
So, Psy Shadow is going to be popping off here because we are not in full cover. That's fine. 76%. 261s. Let's gamble and go for the kill. Straight up critical. Didn't even need the second shot. That's why we love Lindsay Lohan. She can do that all day, folks. All day long. That's why they call her Lindsay All Day Lohan. Actually, that's not true. They call her Lindsay All Day Lohan because she's frequently passed out all day after drinking all day. It's actually how the nickname originated. What's your shot like? Real bad, John Flansburgh. Why don't you go on? You know what? You can hunker down, John Flansburgh. I'm not taking any chances because your Overwatch isn't going to hit either. I don't really see any reason to potentially risk it. McBeef can go on Overwatch, and we'll see what these guys... I'm guessing they're just going to run toward whatever the nearest unexploded pod is. Or shoot at Charlie Hunnam, also a possibility. Or just stand there like idiots and go on Overwatch. That guy's going for help. That's fine. He's just going to tell us where the rest of the enemies are. I, for one, am comfortable with that. Could advance to here with Dr. Worm. Not really enthused about that idea. I mean, it's a possibility. We could do it, but I'd prefer kind of to not do it.
Okay.
Let's take cover by that. Oh, that guy's on Overwatch. Yeah, that's fuck me. 11 damage from a floater? What the shit? That guy has a carbine. And our hit percentages did not improve at all. Alright then. Well, at least Nikki got a little bit of payback there. And I gotta say, I'm a stupid man. So do we go for the damage or do we disable his... Nah, let's just shoot him in the face. We're going for the damage. If we need to, we'll just have Lindsay Lohan panic him. That'll work fine. Get him up there, get a little panic thrown at him. We can, you know what? Actually, I think that's probably the move we're going to go for now. We'll just have Lindsay straight up go panic that guy. Theoretically, he should have been panicked already. And there's some Psychic EXP for Lindsay, so the floater is panicked. He's probably going to shoot at Lindsay. What is up with this guy? Every shot is a hit and every shot is a maximum damage critical? Fuck that shit. Lindsay Lohan can't be in the hospital. Oh, that is not good at all. So, this fucking guy. What the...
Going in for the kill.
Salt levels becoming dangerously high. Very upset. Panicking floaters shoot as a panic reaction. Such bullshit. Absolute nonsense. That guy, armor level, much too high. McBeef, you gotta go patch up Lindsay Lohan. Well, he's panicked. It's not like he's gonna do anything. We can... Very salty. Very salty. I'm
Heading there now.
I'm all salt and vinegar. I'm like the Pringles brand potato chip. Salt level, huge. Vinegar, too much. Can't stand
I feel, Commander.
doing Batman impression for no reason.
On the move.
Alright, Charlie Hunnam, we sort of would like you to take this guy out for us, if you could, please, sir. He's proven himself to be a somewhat irritating piece of shit. Thank you for shooting him straight through the head. I appreciate that a great deal. Here come the Mutons. The floater triggered these guys, which, honestly, 4 Mutons is not really a problem. We could potentially get a capture here if we're willing to risk John Flansburgh's life. I'm not overly anxious to risk John Flansburgh's life, but also, I mean, alternatively, I'm not really set against it either. None of them are on Overwatch, so we're going to move forward with the Nixter here. She's still got the same shot at the same percentage, which is fine. Pretty wide miss, followed by a unimpressive connect. So I was going to have old Jennifer Lopez come up and throw a battle scanner for us, but I don't really feel that's necessary any longer. Amanda the Man Binds, why don't you put some bullets in faces for us? Yeah, that guy's furthest away. That's a kill! Holy shit! Amanda Bynes really brought her A-game on this mission, folks. She is unspeakably deadly right now. Goodness me, oh my oh. We'll have fun down on the bayou, says Amanda Bynes, and then proceeds to put another bullet in another face. She's gone insane with rage, folks.
Headed there now.
Her best champ, Lindsay Lohan, has taken a somewhat critical blow. You know what? She's trying to... Okay, I figured out what's going on here. Lindsay Lohan clearly, very clearly, is... she's on Team Lohan as far as who's going to be the volunteer. And she knows that that wound that Lindsay Lohan just took is going to put her out of the running for gathering psychic EXP for sort of the near future. And she's not having any of it. She's full on Team Lohan. She doesn't want Tara Reid to have an opportunity to narrow the gap. That's clearly what's going on here. Doing the best she can to keep her pal Lindsay in the fight. Speaking of staying in the fight, some nice healing there from old Shia McBeef, Buff the Beef LaBouffe. Tara Reid, though, is going to move in. She is looking for that psychic EXP, folks. She's hungry. She wants the title. She's going for the panic. It's gonna work. It has, in fact, worked, so there's another panic muton. That guy better not shoot as well, because the muton reaction to... Yeah, their reaction is not fucking panic. Or, well, their reaction, rather, is hide, not shoot. So, Lindsay in a bit of a sticky wicket. Really, what we should do is try and get Lindsay to full cover. That would be our sort of our best bet. Instead, we're going to have her shoot instead, twice, with a little rapid fire here. One hit. Well, Lindsay was trying to split the difference and engage two different targets. It didn't really work out that well, Lindsay. You can't see anyone, J-Lo? Nor can you hit anything with a grenade. Well, fantastic work, my dear. That's brilliantly done. I'm very proud of you. Glad we brought you as well. Always, as always, fantastic asset to the team. I really would prefer to not take John Flansburgh over here and potentially get him shot, but, well, them's the breaks, folks. When you're an assault trooper in my project, you get the shit jobs. That's just the way it works. If there's a terrible, shitty job that's likely to get someone killed, guess what, friend? You get the call. John Flansburgh wrecking some shop, though, so, you know, he seems to be in somewhat less danger, unless these mutons decide to throw grenades at him, which they're almost certain to do. Oh, he's gonna blood call. Alright. Not really sure what you hope to achieve with that, sir, but that's fine, really. No particular problem with that. I think what we will do... Do we have anybody who has panic left? Lohan used hers. The other guy's panicked already. Halo doesn't have it. Alright, let's have Amanda Bynes soften this guy up. Now, if you could not critical and kill this man, Amanda Bynes, that would be okay. Perfect. That's absolutely the perfect shot, Amanda Bynes. Fantastically done. I am well pleased with your performance. The panic is less desirable, but you know what? That's okay. Not sure what the reaction for an XCOM trooper is when in the air. Clearly it's not go to cover, since she just sort of hovered in place. Alright, John Flansburgh. Don't set off the mine, thank you. If you could maybe stun this guy, that'd be real good, since Amanda Bynes softened him up for you perfectly, I might add. Excellent. Beautifully done. He is coming home with us. He's not going to have a good time once he arrives on the scene, though, because we're going to turn him over to Dr. Valen, and good God, the things that Dr. Valen will do to him are horrible in the extreme. That guy's panicked, right? He is. Let's send Tara Reid in. Let's go for a double capture. Am I just getting greedy? Or does this seem like a good idea? Because it kind of seems like a good idea to me, but it's possible that I'm just getting greedy. Lindsay Lohan going to take an opportunity here to yell at a chocobo, and we need to do it because it's sort of the last chance we may get for a while. Little mind fray there for Lindsay, getting it done. Free Psychic EXP, and J-Lo is going to jump on that same free Psychic EXP train. She's going to go for the mind fray as well. And we are yelling at some chocobos here, folks. I'm telling you, job points flying everywhere. We're going to have calculators all over the entire map. Charlie Hunnam, I want you in this vicinity, but I don't want you on Overwatch.
Okay.
Although that guy's panicked, he theoretically should not move. I'm still not going to put you on Overwatch because I don't want you to accidentally kill him. So why don't you just go into one for all. Take cover and, I don't know, reload. So you can be a full cover unit. We're going to get, let's get McBeef in position next to Nicki Minaj. Nicki could also use a little bit of patching up, and we're going to throw, well, I was going to throw a Psi Inspiration for some cheap EXP, but
Ready to engage.
I'm not now. And we do have another Psi Panic ready from McBeef if the need arises. We can pop that out there. Although since we're going for the stun, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get the Psychic EXP before we try the stun, because if the stun fails, we're just gonna kill him anyway. So here we go. Psi Inspiration.
No retreat, no surrender.
Everyone now totally embravened. Lohan could only panic. Lopez has used her ability. Anybody else have a psychic power they want to throw? Just Tara Reid, but she's our stun unit. Charlie Hunnam says no. Alright then, let's go for the stun. And then if that fails, we can just have good old John Flansburgh shoot him in the back. So here we go. Stun away.
Say goodnight.
Wow, double stun.
Target incapacitated.
They were indeed incapacitated. And there we go. So apart from a, well, frankly, devastating wound to Lindsay Lohan that's going to put her out of action for quite some time, that mission went pretty damn well. 2 captured mutons. That's going to be 2 more plasma cannons for our fleet. It's not looking good for the aliens in the air game. We are sort of starting to catch up. That's a good thing, folks. That's a good thing. That was a pretty positive mission overall, I feel. You know, the wound to Lindsay Lohan, as much as it will kind of slow down our roll, let's hope she's not wounded too terribly long. Let's hope for a low. 18 days is longer than I would like, but not necessarily as bad as it could have been. I mean, it's an unfortunate period of time, and it is going to give Tara Reid a chance to kind of even the score in the hunt for the volunteer, but, well, we got to take it. 2 alien rifles. You know, having Lindsay out of commission for a little extra while, the 2 alien rifles might theoretically be worth it. 2 muton captives, which he could either trade away or just turn over. 2 Dr. Valen's tender mercies. Man, that woman is going to be in an orgasmic fury of joy with 2 captives coming back on the same mission. She's going to be fucking beside herself.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
I'm sure they did, Dr. Shane.
We're always glad to have more help.
Yeah, I don't know where they keep coming from or why they want to work here. Specifically, why they want to work for you. It's fucking baffling to me, but hey, whatever, buddy. I'm glad that you're glad. So 21 Illyrium, 17 alloys. Yeah, that's going to be a plasma cannon. And then we'll go ahead and, I don't know why instead of just building 2 at once, I decided to build 2 of them individually. I guess I just wanted to fill out another work order because I like paperwork. Really the only explanation. That still leaves us with plenty of Illyrium. And you know what? While I'm on a buying spree, and since we have sort of an absolute abundance of cash, let's look at some armor. And also, I want to build another arc thrower, assuming I can find it. Arc thrower, where are you? We do want to get one just so we have an extra on missions we take Sung Kang, so we can take advantage of his repair ability. Arc thrower is on this list, right? Dr. Shan, you didn't, like, scrap the plans for him, did you? Nope, there it is. Alright, well, build one of those, because 82 credits is something I can easily spare. And I'm interested in upgrading a suit of Titan armor to Archangel armor. So let's do just one for now. Or alternatively, we could just build more Titan armor. Now, you know what? Let's build another suit of Archangel armor. It takes a lot of Illyrium, and I'd prefer not to scrap any more than absolutely necessary. That will also pull one suit out of our rotation, which is fine. We've got the Shadow armor kind of to fill in the meantime. And when it does get finished, our troopers will be more mobile and better protected. So I feel it's a worthwhile investment. And with those items ordered then, we're going to let Dr. Shin have some time to work on them. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, including my general idiocy and absolute buffoonery, consider subscribing as well, because I promise you, I'm not getting any smarter. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.